in November I was able to go to Disney World, and of course I played tourist and bought a few things. So over the next few minutes I'm going to share with you all of my purchases. I did pick up this 50th anniversary ornament for my sister. This one is absolutely beautiful. It kind of looks like a bubble with the way that it's that glass. You do have the castle on a pink pearlescent bottom. It does have a gold top with this little kind of iridescent ribbon. Then you have little like rhinestones throughout. It is absolutely beautiful. This one is definitely an ornament that I don't know if she's going to use it every year on her tree or if this is just something she's going to kind of keep as a keepsake, but it is beautiful. I want to go ahead and just tell you that I did buy quite a few mugs and like drink things, so let's go ahead and get those out of the way. For myself, I did pick up this 50th anniversary mug here. This one, again, this is more my style, but it's still beautiful. The mug itself has this white pearlescent kind of look to it. You do have the castle with some silver detailing around it, and then right here on the inside is where it says Walt Disney World 50th. This one I do not plan to use as a mug. This is probably going to be a decorative piece. This one for me is just beautiful. If I had a backup, I would use this one, but since I don't, this one's just going to be decoration. So the next mug I bought was this little Marie mug, and it's not quite so little. It is actually quite large, but it does have Marie's face, and then on the bottom here, you kind of have the rest of her face. It's kind of little cuteness there. On the back you do have her pink bow, and then the inside of it is solid pink. This one I do want to use, but I also really want to take good care of it. It is just so cute. I absolutely love it. This is one of the things that I had looked at Shop Disney before going on my trip, and so when I actually found it in the parks, I had to get it. It's even cuter in person. Again, but I do want to use this one. Okay, our last mug. Promise. I still have a cup, but our last mug is going to be this one that says Living in a Fantasy Land on one side, and it has the castle on the other. Now, I think this one might be kind of leaning more towards Disneyland than Disney World, but it was there, so I picked it up. This one I will definitely be using. It feels more of a harder ceramic, and then down here is that kind of rough edge to it. Now, none of these mugs say on their labels if they are dishwasher or microwavable safe, which I'm now seeing on this one. It looks like this one might be, because it does have a little circle that says micro, so maybe that means it's microwavable. And then it does have like a wine glass with a fork, so I'm wondering if that means it's dishwasher safe. I'm just now noticing that. Let me look at the other mugs again real quick. Okay, so the Marie one doesn't say anything like that. It does have right here on her bow though the little wine glass with the fork, so I'm thinking that means this one's dishwasher safe. Don't take me for my word on that. I'm very new to this, but that's what I think that means. As for the 50th anniversary, yes, okay. So let's check this one out. So this one on the little micro symbol, it has the line through it. So this one I'm thinking it's not microwavable safe, but it does have the wine glass with the fork. So it looks like this one it might be dishwasher safe. Again, I won't be using this one other than as a decorative piece, but if you get it and you are, it looks like it's dishwasher safe, but not microwave safe. So of the mugs that I have, it looks like this is going to be kind of the standard use one. Now I did get a cup, and it's one that I've been using since I got it pretty much. And it is this pink one here. As you can see, it's got some condensation going on, but it is a Starbucks cup. Here on the front you have the Starbucks logo. It is pink. It's kind of a frosted finish to it with these little circles here. On the opposite side of the Starbucks logo, you have a little Mickey Mouse here. Let me see if I can get some of that condensation off. Hang on. Okay, so I'm not sure if it's going to show up for you, but here you have a Mickey, and it does say Walt Disney World on this one. Again, this is something that was on my list, and when I was able to find it, I grabbed it because I wasn't able to find it for the longest time. I actually think I was in Disney Springs. I think I was at the World of Disney where I actually found this one. I did not see it in any of the stores in the actual park shops. Let's move into jewelry a little bit. I only got 2 pieces of jewelry and they weren't overly expensive. They are not fine jewelry or anything like that, but they are pieces that again I wanted and I looked at before going on my trip. I found these at I think it was a Simba market in Animal Kingdom. And very fitting because the bracelet that I have is this kind of bangle bracelet that says remember who you are. I don't know if you will be able to see that or not. And then it does have the little Simba charm on there. The cutest little thing. Again, something that I looked at before going, and when I found it, had to pick it up. It's the cutest little bracelet. And Lion King happens to be one of my favorite Disney movies. So of course, at the same shop, I also got the matching necklace. So this one is a simple gold chain with this adjustable hook here, so you kind of have options of how long you want it to be. And then of course you have the little Simba symbol on there. Let's see. So how cute is that? I've actually worn these since being back, and I'm surprised to say that they actually go with my clothing pretty well. Now, being that this is Disney and I was being a typical tourist, I did get a press penny. I got one of Minnie and Mickey Mouse. I got this from the machine at the Contemporary Resort. Now, one of my cousins went and she got pretty much all the pennies. I wasn't taking the time to do that. So I just got the one, of course, that had Mickey and Minnie. The next item, I'm going to have to insert a picture for you because it is large. It is this Walt Disney with Mickey blanket. I looked and looked at this blanket, and then finally on the last day I went ahead and got it. Honestly, I wish that I would have purchased 2 of these because I would like one to not use and then one to use. But being that I only have one, I do plan on using it, just kind of using it carefully, because when I did get home, I did notice that it was snagged a little bit. I'm not really sure how, because it was put in a bag as soon as it was purchased, and then I didn't take it out until I got home. But anyway, it is a beautiful blanket. It has kind of like gold strings on the little tassels that stick out at the ends. I absolutely love this one. I think it would be great on like a chase lounge. That's where I'm really wanting to put this. If you're curious though, and you're not going to be taking a Disney trip anytime soon, this one is on the Shop Disney website. So go ahead and pick it up from there if you're interested in it. Next, I bought these pearl earrings for my mom. So I'm going to have to insert a picture for you, being that I've already given them to her. But I thought these were a little bit more subtle. Something that she could wear and it's not going to scream Disney. So it's a little pearl earring with a little gold mini bow on the top. I thought these were very cute, a little elegant. You know, she can wear them when she wants to look a little nicer. And again, they're subtle Disney. Now for my youngest sister, I already gave her hers, so I'm not able to show it to you. And I actually cannot even find a picture of it online. But it's this little remote control BB-8 robot toy. And I say toy lightly because even though it's remote controlled and it is a toy, it's not necessarily something I would give a child. She is into Star Wars pretty heavily, so I felt confident giving her this gift. And again, this is one that can go either way. It can be something that she opens and uses, or it can be more of a collector's thing where she just keeps it in her box on display somewhere. Keeping with the Star Wars theme for a minute, I also got her a little like plush toy that is actually magnetic. And this one you can kind of put it on your shoulder. There's a little strip that you can put under your shirt, and then the little plush toy goes on top of your shirt and it's magnetized so it'll stay there on your shoulder. It also speaks to you a little bit. Again, she's a big Star Wars fan, so I felt confident in that, and her birthday was around this time, so I went ahead and gave her that as her birthday gift. Now for my brother-in-law, her husband, I got him this Darth Vader action figure. Again, it may seem a little childish, but it could totally be something that he puts on display and decides not to use, or if he does, either way, it's something I know he likes. Now, while in Magic Kingdom, we did stop into one of the Christmas stores, and I picked up this silver ear key ornament. This is another one that I had looked at on Shop Disney before going on my trip, and I was actually quite surprised I found this one because it was toward the end of the trip. I hadn't seen it anywhere else, and then we finally went in this Christmas shop and I saw it. This one is so cute. On the front side, you have the little crown with the little jewels here. You have the castle, and then you have the key that has little jewels, and then over here you have the little Mickey. On the back you do have where it says Walt Disney World on there, and this one I believe they also had in gold if you're not a fan of the silver. I like old keys, so this for me is very fitting, and I can use it year after year on my tree. Might even put it up after this video. My next item is going to be one that I've been wearing throughout the video. It is this black and white jacket. For the end of our trip, those temperatures dropped. I've never been in Disney when it was cold before, but this time it was. From Thursday to Saturday of our trip, it was pretty cold. You may be thinking, Laura, I watched your packing video. You took a jacket. I did take a jacket. But I left it at the house we were staying because it wasn't that cold yet. Well, once we were in the park, we were actually doing Hollywood Studios that day. All of a sudden, those temperatures just dropped suddenly, and it was cold. So, of course, you're a tourist. What do? You go in the shops and you look and see what they have. There was, I will tell you, they had a pink, I think they're called Spirit jerseys, the kind of long sleeve shirts where it has a big saying on the back. They had a nice, pretty pink one, but it was $100. I was like, no thank you. So of all the shops that I went in, everything that they had, this is the one that I chose. So I like it for a few different reasons. So it is black and white, it's neutral. You can wear it with any other thing that you want. It is subtle Disney. While you do have this kind of subtle Disney logo right here, that's all that's on there. That's the only way you know it's Disney. And then kind of this fur looking feeling to it. It kind of reminds me of Cruella de Vil a little bit. So when I saw this one, I picked it up. It got me through the park. It got me through the night show, so I wasn't absolutely freezing. And now that I'm here, I can just wear it on the regular. The next item I picked up was for my dad. Again, we had to go subtle Disney here because he's not one who's really going to wear anything that's too out there. So for him, I picked up this kind of olive army green baseball cap. He is a big fan of baseball caps. And it does have a little Mickey on the front, but it's kind of subtle. It's not too bright. It's not really outstanding. It is a little more on the subtle side. It is adjustable in the back. So for him, this one was the perfect purchase, being that it is subtle Disney. And I also picked up this 50th anniversary pin. This one does have Chip and Dale on it. They had all sorts of these, and they had them at pretty much all of the shops. So if that's something that you're interested in, feel confident that you should find these pretty easily. But being that Chip and Dale are some of my favorite characters, I did go with that one. And this one, I really don't know. I don't know what I want to put it on yet. Now, two things I want to share with you are Disney related, but the next one I did not purchase. Well, not technically. During our trip, they were doing the Very Merry Christmas party, and part of that was receiving a Christmas ornament. So the Christmas ornaments they gave were these snowflakes here. As you can see on the front, it does have the castle with the 50 on there. It says Walt Disney World, and then at the bottom here it says Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. You can see that. And then on the back it has the year, so 2022, with this gold ribbon. This I very much appreciate. This is a souvenir. So again, while I didn't pay for it outright, I did pay for the Very Merry Christmas Party, and this was included. This one I think is definitely going to go on my tree with that key ornament. The last item I want to share with you is Disney related, but I didn't get it from Shop Disney and I didn't get it from the parks. I actually got it from Hot Topic. So one of the things I was shopping for at Disney was like a small card wallet. Not necessarily a full-on wallet, but just like a card holder. And while I did find some in Disney Springs at World of Disney, they weren't the ones that I really wanted. They were kind of limited. So of course when you talk about things, you get ads on your phone. So I was scrolling through Facebook and Hot Topic put up an ad for a card wallet. And that is where I purchased this one. How cute is this? So it is Belle with Chip on there. The background are these roses. On the front here you do have 3 card pockets. On the back you have kind of an ID pocket with that clear material here and a cutout. All of it with that rose theme. And then you do have a little pocket here on the top as well if you want to put cash or some coins or something. So this one I did have to order offline, and I did order it once I got home from my trip, but it got here very quickly. I was very impressed with that. Now, if you like this design, Hot Topic also has the mini backpack to match this. I believe it has the same bell and chip design on the front, and then Mrs. Pie is kind of at the top of the bag. Just saying, might have to get that one. I think that's everything I purchased on my trip. After my trip, I think I did pretty well. I don't think I went overboard. I don't think I got anything that's kind of useless. I think everything that I purchased has its place. Even though I won't be using one of the mugs, it's still going to be used as decoration. So for me, that's going to be performing its use. If you're still here at the end, I thank you for watching this full video. Now before you go, if you're not ready to move on from Disney, don't worry. I got you. I will pop up 2 of my Disney vlogs here on the screen for you, so go ahead and click those and check them out. I hope that you will subscribe, that way I can see you in the next video, where I hope to see you there. Bye.